how I live my life. So everything about it, in terms of the appreciation and gratitude for everything that happens, all the experiences that you have, everything that you go through, you keep building on that, and usually good things happen because you appreciate everything no matter what happens.
Right here in the front.
Hey, Steph, in your mind, what separates this run to the finals from the others?
Just the context of the last 4 years, from Game 6 of the 19 finals to now, everything that we've went through as a team, certain guys individually, with injuries, with obviously the pandemic that's happened over the last 2.5 years, like everything that we've all went through, with this as the ultimate goal of getting back on this stage, the chance to play for another championship. Like, you got Clay coming off of unreal rehab journey. I broke my hand. Draymond was injured with a bunch of different stuff. We had a lot of young guys coming into the fold and trying to reclaim our chemistry as a core, but also, get those guys up to speed and how they can help us and help impact winning. And then, you look up and all the work that you put in over the last, 2 years has paid off, built on the experience and just the veteran presence that we have. So all that stuff is just built into the context of what's happened since, Game 6 of the 19 finals, and we're back here, so it's pretty special.
Steve, back right.
Early in the year, Draymond shared his concerns that this two-track approach of veterans coming back and the young guys being brought along might not be the best shot of getting to this point again. Did you share that outlook, or were you on board throughout with the patience and perspective that, the development part was asking?
I think there's always questions and concerns in terms of when you have change and when you're presented with different routes to go. And I shared similar sentiments with Draymond on options of what could happen last offseason and what we should or shouldn't do. What's missed in his comments is the confidence in what our core is about and who we are and what we can do on the court when we're all together and healthy. And it's pretty impressive that it all has come together the way it has over the course of the season. I think there was even probably a surprise that we started out this season the way we did. I think we were 18-2 at one point, and I don't think we even understood that it would kind of click that quickly. So you ride that momentum, and that obviously carries you through some crazy ups and downs throughout the season with injuries and the revolving door, the rotation and all that, but it also speaks to, I know that's the taboo word, the culture of our organization. Like, it speaks to who we are and what it takes to win at the highest level, and however the young guys can learn that, and however they have learned that, it's been amazing to watch.
Gary in the second row.
The younger generation just might only remember the Warriors dynasty, title contenders yearly, but it wasn't always that way. What was your impression of the organization when they drafted you? What did you think? What did you know about Golden State when you got here? What was going through your mind draft night when they took you?
There's a lot in that question. What did I think about the organization? I didn't think much about it. Just, I was growing up in the East Coast, so I watched games, but all I knew was really the We Believe team and Baron Davis dunk and then beating Dallas. That was the top of mind. I knew about Run TMC, but didn't really understand the history as much. So when I got drafted, I thought I was going to New York, and didn't really have Golden State on the radar at all. And then there was a lot of drama that my rookie year with potential Phoenix trade at draft night, and me and Monte as a small backcourt, can we play together? And obviously what his answer was at the time. So So there's a lot going on in that sense. But to see the evolution from that year to now, and the fact that 6 out of the last 8 years we've been in the finals, like, it's crazy to think about, for sure. It speaks to all the different people that have had a part in that. Myself, Draymond, Clay, Andre, all the vets that have played significant roles for us. Our front office, Joe and Peter. Like, it's been an amazing run. We obviously feel like we still have a lot left in the tanks while we're here. So I don't want to depress myself with the history of the organization right now. So I'm going to think about the bright moments. So I appreciate it.
Adam, all the way in the back.
Steph, these Celtics, obviously this is their first time at this level. Is there things from your first time you guys made the finals that, that surprised you, you felt, you weren't prepared for, that you look back on that you wish you'd known about this level?
I'm not going to give it away right now for them. I think the biggest things like days like today, where your routine's a little different than it usually is in terms of your practice and your preparation and all that. There are obviously nerves and adrenaline and
pretty much the age we were back then. I mean, in their mid-20s, and you got to give that organization credit. I feel like Brown and Tatum and Smart have been there for 10 years already, so they worked hard to get here just like we did, and we respect them, and they present, unique challenges to us, but it's just going to be a dogfight. We know how physical and athletic they are, and we expect a hard-fought series.
Here in the front.
After the last game, Steph talks about making you a prophet because you proclaimed championship or bust earlier on this season. What gave you the confidence to make that kind of exclamation, and also what does it take for you guys to continue to sustain the success and get back here, 6 of the last 8 years?
Well, I made that observation because we started 18-2, and that's an incredible start. And I wasn't even in the lineup yet. We weren't even whole, so I just envisioned us as all the pieces of the puzzle together, and I thought we could, attain greatness. So to be back for a 6th time, it's incredible. It's even incredible just saying that. I never really thought that was a possibility my rookie year, and it's just great. I'm just gonna enjoy every second of this, and play as hard as I can, and then you can walk away with no regrets.
Tim, here on the right.
Well, you mentioned that this team presents unique challenges for each of the team. Does it present unique challenges for you specifically? Like, how do you see your role coming up in the series?
Just doing what I always do, hunting my shot, playing hard defense. They got obviously great offensive players, guys who have been scoring the ball at will, so gonna have to move my feet, and then just be physical. I mean, been through a lot of battles at the highest level, so just gotta rely on that experience and play with great fluidity.
Clay, you're obviously in a different position than Steph and Draymond in terms of, not being a father, and you were out of the league the last 2 years, but Draymond was talking about how he considers himself an old head now, and Kuminga looks at him like he's 55. Do you consider yourself an old head?
No. No. Although we've been doing this a long time, 32 is very, very young in the big picture of life. Just because our lives are out there in front of the camera, people see us grow up. So I think it's just, I still feel very young, and I still think I have great years ahead of me, but I mean, I think I have a lot of wisdom compared to where I was the first time we did this, so I can be an old head in that sense.
On your left.
Clay Manning, you've had a lot of battles with the Celtics team over the years, and it feels like that one constant is Marcus Smart, going back 8 years now. What just sticks out about him? Seems like he has such a great reputation around the league for just the heart and soul, hustle, defensive player of the year, all that stuff, and any particular memories stand out from playing the Celtics over the years?
Man. Yeah, I'd say my rookie year, just playing that team of Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and KG. That was like a welcome to the NBA moment for me because just a couple years prior, I was watching them battle Kobe and Powell in the finals, and I was just mesmerized by how great those teams were, both the Lakers and the Celtics. So life comes full circle. Now being able to play them in the finals, like I was watching them in college, Game 7 at Staples with my dad in 2010. Now it's 12 years later, I get to play the team that I was rooting against, but it's amazing. And then as far as Smart's game, I mean, you got to give the young man credit. He earned, that DPOY. He improved his outside shooting, and he's just become a very good two-way player. And guys who get the most out of their ability, you have respect for, and he continues to do that.